Back here towards the yard, Diha straight in his face, hits him with the jumping block. What a way to start it. Snappy onto the head of JDC, and things looking rough for MOUZ. Dexter able to at least swing around here and find a trade and look to lock down ladder base. However, he's been spotted, and he has seen Snappy there as well. We are just going to watch him fall away. Gets Bink down to 7 HP, and Snappy is hunting, knowing that Dexter is low here.
Yeah, but in the meanwhile, ENCE are just in complete control of this round, and this is exactly how you want to play T-side nuke, particularly on the pistol round. Just mobility, throwing caution to the wind, making the CTs worried about every little timing as they rotate around the map. Snappy still applying pressure in there from elbow, while the rest of ENCE set up in the post plan on lowers.
And he can get this flank working as well, as both the CTs, they still want to deal with the flank before they go forward. But it might just cost them a round if it costs them too much more time. Snappy's still an absolute nuisance.
He's done his job.
Back to the 3-on-3 it goes.
They're saving armor, bro.
He's got 2 kills, 7 HP. Should be able to survive here at ramp. But there's still a few more players coming his direction. Snack's taking a fight with him. And it looks like Dexter will survive in the end. So, look, MOUZ have more numbers. The 3 are lower.
Look at this. Snappy up top of Annex hit with a Mac 10. Could just finish him off. And Dexter, oh, this is actually going pretty nicely for MOUZ, Mac.
Yeah, just staying safe for the moment. Dexter flings around, 90-degree flick to the head of Snacks there. And in a 5-on-2, this is getting very difficult for ENCE to win.
95-5 for Snacks, I think. Dexter, even on 5 HP, just cannot die. No bullets are connecting. How has MOUZ absolutely domed ENCE in that round? 5 alive. Upgrading all of these guns. They came in with 3 Deagles. They're going to upgrade those weapons. That's the best possible situation if you're MOUZ coming in on that force buy. So they are off to a great start to work with here. And instead, as you do see, and as you would probably expect, it's going to be a quicker one straight out the door. They're trying to vent drop, but they've already lost Hades in the meanwhile.
Yeah, Nemus mopping that one up. Madden decides to go forward in front of the vent, able to get the trade too. And Torzi not going to be having that crosshair in a solid position coming up from Secret there.
Yeah, that was the key duel really in lowers, because now this puts the CTs in such an uncomfortable position. And just like in the pistol round, you see ENCE with these lurks, with these contingency plans. One player on outside. Diha doesn't quite get the timing right. Madden's traded one in lowers in the meanwhile, but it's still a 2-on-2 with big health advantage. And look at this patience from Bemis.
Oh, you heard those footsteps going all the way over towards Secret there, and Frozen coming in from the other extremity. And now it's just going to be the dance here around the vent, flash through. Bemis still just trying to figure out where that second T is playing from. Snappy wins his engagement. Now it's all down to Frozen, who finds the first and knows roughly the position of Snappy, taps it. Makes a little bit of noise though, and Snappy peeks for the info. Happy to play for the round, play for his life. And that's going to be 2 on the board for ENCE. Frozen, he'll survive and still be deathless. So a very solid start from him. But that being said, ENCE, of course, this rotation coming through from MOUZ. They've already tucked 2 players down towards the B side of things. Dexter close towards the doors, and he's going to be able to defend things in a very strong manner. Torzi stops that push from window, and MOUZ, they are all over this round.
Yeah, there was no progression smoke out decon there, so they couldn't just Under Armour smoke and go for that plant. They couldn't get themselves comfortable down here on lowers, and MOUZ, they know they're in the pole position. They're in full control right now. Ooh. Sitting in Megaton, sitting at windows. As soon as that plant comes in, Dexter doesn't quite deny it, but good enough. Snappy, I mean, 12 HP and a Galil on the Megaton playing.
Hey, we'll never write him off, though. We'll never write him off.
I'm going to write him off.
Okay, you write him off. Let's see what he can do here if he can get past Torzi. No.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
I just wanted to be passionate.
I know.
Let me have my moment.
I know. You can give me a kiss later, it's all right.
And is it going to be a lobby crunch or... No? Okay. We're actually not going too far forward. We've got JDC just up on top of Hut. Bemis up there at Mustang as well, so solid positioning to deal with a push out of Hut. JDC going to be traded with that door push. Now Bemis still going to be unchecked, able to make this one work. Oh, okay, he just barely gets that first onto Snacks, but ENCE 2 crisp there, finding 3 out of the
T's. Straight down Secret, a lot of players being heard here. Frozen, hearing all of these footsteps. He's going to play the timing around the fading smoke and get himself onto the backside of Annex. Snaps has lost his life in the meanwhile. Diha playing inside of the smoke has done a great job, but Frozen has a great timing as well.
He's trying to chase them, nip at their heels, coming in through the halls there, but again, that lower site already controlled from ENCE. Madden brings that man advantage back to even Stevens. And the flash on the right side. The JDC just to try to get some info there from Mega. Torzy as well. Just peeking that scope around the corner. Looking down that left side of sight. Madden all down to the timing here as he plays the edge of the smoke. Spotted. Crisp shot coming through, but the AWP answers back with another. Hades finds himself that double and even a triple for the end of the round. Picking up
a lot in terms of these timings that they're hitting, in terms of the utility. This time from ENCE, it's a quicker one straight into upper.
Madden just wrapping all the way around default there. Beam is not going to be able to hold Frozen. Finds himself a double as well as Torzy, who's peeking his head around. Dexter even up to heaven, so MOUZ already stacking this upper site. They know that this bomb is down below heaven. And JDC just looking for any extra info. Man was stuck at default for so long there over the top of the smoke. We're going to see the push out. JDC able to turn it into a trade, but they know one is still over towards heaven. And they have a rough idea of Torzy's position too. One bullet there's looking pretty good. And Torzy able to hold that cross to sight and strikes as well. So a big rest of the round, because that was, of course, the bomb spotted making its way to lobby. And MOUZ, they've got 4 members here towards the top side of the map. JDC going to be mollied out of this position. Decides to drop and fight instead, and Bemis will be mollied out of CT vent. They hear that fire ticking. Snacks, though, so aggressive, already tucked away here in the side of the vent, and they're still just hunting, knowing JDC's somewhere around that hut position. Oh, he's going to be able to hold for one. The trade instantly comes through, and the drop in event might just be the end of the round. That's going to be the bomb retrieved for Snacks, who gets the trade, but it's cost him 95 points of health, and now in a 1-on-2, the super sub. Can he clutch it?
Torzy posted up on Decon here, but that's going to be good enough. Now still investing a couple of smokes on outside, but here's the creep out Squeaky.
Waiting to swing on Snacks here. Going to be able to win that first one. Hades, though, we saw what he did in the previous round with the Deagle, and he's looking to do it again. Just wrapping on the right side of sight. Beamers with the Mac 10. Going to be falling, and that's going to be Bomb. Starting to make its way back into Squeaky. Frozen, not ready for the push, but Hades is Mr. Sitter. Couldn't quite track that one with all the adrenaline pumping through his veins.
Yeah, and now MOUZ are calling the audible. They went straight back towards ramp room, but Torzy is feeling a little saucy. Going to go back in towards lobby. See if he can catch any of the ENCE players trying to go for a quick flank. Frozen hanging around in ramp room, rather. They've got a couple of decisions, right? They can go down in lower, but they're instead going to creep up towards ladder base. They've pulled that double rotation down into lower, so this is 100% the play. It's only Hades on upper here with 15 HP, and he's not even looking in the right direction, mate.
How's the timing? Snappy starting to make his way up the vent, but will he get there in time? Clears out the door position. Flash out of heaven, and Hades not going to be able to stop the drop initially, but he pulls it back, and Snappy, that rotation. Swinging wide in the open, and he's going to be punished for it. Diha finds a double, swinging at the back of warehouse there, and now in a 2-on-5, MOUZ looking for an answer.
Yeah, you can see why they went for that play. Like, they want to try to set themselves up in a position where they only invest a couple of smokes, a little bit of util, because they really aren't working with a lot in that round to try to find an opening pick, and from there they can start to pick apart the rotations and work the round a little bit more, but it just hasn't worked for them at all.
How's this timing coming through from Snacks? Just picking his way forward, enabling flash over the top. Hades clutch on that util. Bemis down to 15. Man, he's heard that swing coming in from Annex. Going to be dropping that flash towards the right side. Trying to get into an off position, but Madden just forced Dihar away, and Torzy finds himself at least an opening at the upper side of things. Big picks coming through and denying that lobby aggression.
Yeah, there are still a couple of timings where this can go wrong. This being one of them. Dexter doesn't have his gun out. Loses a lot of HP there. Diha in vents now. Can still find a timing to win this round. Dexter going to play a little bit of trickery, chucking a smoke down near Decon and walking his way back in towards ramp. Going to go elbow side while Frozen going to wrap all the way through outside. So there are still some opportunities here for Diha to lock this one down, and from there, MOUZ would maybe be staring down a single save into map point for ENCE.
How's the timing? Dexter spotted at heaven, but Diha has missed that opportunity. Dexter making a world of noise going down the ladder, so Diha goes all the way down towards that lower site. You can see the bomb has been left at elbow, though. So Dexter makes his way towards B. D-Hut calls the bluff
Oh, he's going to get himself in hard. That's going to be
wraps.
such a strong position for the post.
all the way
That might just have won it.
through lobby. Defense from heaven, but Frozen looking the wrong direction. So a huge chance here. Dexter's gone for the jump peak, which has cost him his life. At least the bomb is planted for Frozen here, but he's got no util to play with. D-Hut has a nade, but he's just using that M4 off position as well. Creeping upon him, so ball's back. Refocuses back towards the outer side of things. Snappy, solid position to find 3 quick headshots. That's a nasty one for MOUZ to have to deal with.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, they used all their util in the early round. The 2 flashes they invested in ramp didn't even stop Hades from picking one of them as they crossed in towards ramp room. Like, that just did not work for MOUZ at all.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but a lot of those shots...
What though? Creeping in before Decon. Dexter's the main man on the site here with the bomb, so that might be bomb plant denial here.
It's right out in the smoke there. Snacks reveals his position. The swing from Dexter, it's no good. It's back to the 2 on 3 now. Bemis able to find 1 as an answer, and Hades connecting yet again. Just 6 points of health for him, but look how far away one of these team players is. That's Frozen coming all the way from Mega. Bemis saves the day at double doors. And Snacks now at a 1 on 2. Can't even surviving and still able to have huge impact here on low health. Man's so damn sharp with the AWP today.
That smoke on towards the attic side, but on top of Warehouse, D-Hut. That's definitely put MOUZ in the coffin here. A 2 on 5 with bomb dropped on outside? I don't think so.
Man's just gone straight towards the top of Warehouse, playing around these flashes. Dexter picking up the AWP, living out the old glory days, and not going to be able to connect there. D-Hut for 3, and he wants to make it 4. Things about to end right here, right now, but Bemis needs to put the team on his back to stop that from happening. He's going to try his hand at the AWP as well. 40 seconds, and ENCE slowly but surely pushing their way forward, locking him in there with the molly. Burst found, but the fire gets it done. And we are going to see ENCE taking their first win here in IEM Dallas.